we might be hearing about the PlayStation 5 very soon. We might hear an announcement from Sony very soon. But this is a weird article from BGR, Boy Genius Report. Did I get that right?
When did Jimmy try and get a website?
It says, here's how we know Sony's PlayStation 5 is about to launch. And then I'd like to add that at the very bottom of the article, they say, that said, the trademark application doesn't tell us the PlayStation Meeting 2020 event will take place, which means we are back to waiting. If it's happening in February, especially with the coronavirus outbreak still going strong,
my God.
Sony will have to announce it soon. So they start the article saying this is how we know it's going to happen. They end the article saying we have no idea if it's going to happen. And then they drop
also
a coronavirus
because search engine optimization.
Yeah, what?
You're like, well, we're all gonna die soon. Hopefully
Anyway,
the PS5 comes out soon.
I skipped way ahead, but I'll read the article. Anyway,
Don't give these people eyeballs.
I think I can skip the first paragraph.
We're looking at it, so no one else has to.
To be fair, I'm not.
After unveiling the PS5
people.
logo at CES 2020 earlier this month, Sony has registered the PlayStation 5 trademark in Switzerland. The document was just recorded at the IGEPI, Swiss Federal Institute of Intellectual Property. The application itself doesn't reveal any juicy details about the PlayStation 5 other than the fact that it's called the PlayStation 5, something that we already knew. After all, Sony revealed the console's name back in October when it was announced the new features of the DualShock 5 controller. Registering trademarks for upcoming products is a customary practice, like we just said, and we're used to seeing trademarks and patent applications, as well as other documentation that companies file with local regulatory bodies ahead of product launch. The PlayStation 5 is easily one of the most anticipated devices of 2020, which makes it even harder for Sony to hide such paper trails. The same Dutch blog uncovered a Sony patent a few months ago that showed an intricate design for a game console. We found out later that Sony actually used the design in the patent for the PlayStation 5 development kit that Sony sent to studios. So I feel like there's really not a lot here.
Yeah.
They didn't really say anything. Yeah, it just says, hey, the PS5 is coming. Thanks, dude.
Yep.
I don't understand how this pins it down in February other than like a trademark.
So the first paragraph that I skipped says Sony already confirmed that it's not attending E3 2020, which is the kind of event where Sony could have revealed more launch details about the PS5. That means the company has to unveil, they spelled two wrong, has to unveil the PS5 well ahead of June, as some studios might want to announce PS5 games at E3, regardless of Sony's presence at the trade show. And we have one more piece of evidence that suggests the PS5's announcement is near, and that was the patent filing in Switzerland.
I mean, that's...
But then later on they say, if it's happening in February. What made them think that?
Because the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro got revealed during February events.
They didn't say that, though.
I just looked it up. The original PlayStation 4 reveal was February 20th, 2013.
The article didn't say that, right?
I think
then what the hell? And why are we worried about the coronavirus?
I think
well, you should be worried about the coronavirus.
I think they're reporting on it happening in February because everybody else is, and it's a game of telephone. They don't know why. They just know that everybody thinks that's when it's going to happen, so they think that's when it's going to happen, and then they're just adding fluff. You know?
But they added the wrong fluff.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't say that they were a good site.
Wash your hands.
They were good at their job. I'm just trying to explain the rationale.
The PS4 being announced in February makes perfect sense. That adds evidence to whatever they're saying.
And when was the PS4 Pro? Was that
it was
February?
I'm pretty sure it was also February. But I mean, the PlayStation 4 didn't have freaking 6 months of Verge articles or whatever. So I think
PlayStation 4
breaking new ground here.
PlayStation 4 Pro was revealed in September of 2016.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, so
maybe you know what? That's one ding against them.
Yeah,
it's definitely not fair.
I'll confidently say it'll happen in March. Why? Coronavirus.
Jesus Christ.
Wash your hands.
maybe they're saying that because of the production of the PlayStation 5. Like it might have a problem with the production because they.
I think you're giving these people too much credit, and they have no other reason than because of the clicks.
You know what I'm doing? I'm yes-anding. So, because the Chinese government extended Chinese New Year for like another 3 days or so. So people aren't working. So production is halting on a lot of things. If they're working on a PlayStation 5 right now, that will have a problem there. But Boy Genius Report should have said that and not just drop the coronavirus for no reason.
Yep.
So PlayStation 5 revealed in February, coming out November 12th.
Definitely, we nailed it down. We're all figured out. Place your bets.